first ever London Comic Con. Our first ever Comic Con, to be fair. It was an extremely on the sleeve sort of experience where everything just kind of came out of nowhere. We were on Instagram chilling the day after my girlfriend finished her university course, and I noticed that the London MCM Comic Con tickets were on sale for £17 a ticket. So we both bought a ticket each, and then we jumped on the train and we actually headed down to London the day before the Comic Con, which was just absolutely mad. We planned this on the Wednesday, we actually did it on the Thursday, and it was insane. Within 24 hours we'd made a decision and we were heading down to London to do a Comic Con, our very first ever Comic Con, and it was really fun. We have had experience with London before, where we've been a few times for Helen's birthday. We went for Christmas one time. I've been with family members because we have family members that live on the outskirts of London. But it was our very first ever Comic-Con convention, and that was kind of exciting and scary because we didn't really know what to expect. Obviously, due to the late choice of going, we didn't even have a costume picked out or anything. So we kind of just went as we were, and we just enjoyed ourselves. On the way down, we managed to stop and do the Jurassic World promotion. The new Jurassic World film comes out June 10th, and we were able to do a bit of promo for it, which was pretty fun. And we were able to explore some areas in and around London, like the Razor store and a few different areas that we'd not really spent much time in before. It was nice to go and not really have an agenda, apart from we just knew we had to get to the hotel before sunset. And that was kind of it. Apart from that, we just roamed around London exploring on the first day and just having some food and drinks and exploring around and finding different areas. And it was really fun just stumbling across random museums and shops and stores and experiences. And London itself is a beautiful place, and it is massive. You definitely could not explore all of that place within a week or even a weekend. It doesn't make sense. You can't explore that place. It's too big. It'd spend months going around there, and you'll always find something new to go and see or experience, or you might go back somewhere, like when we went to the Art Gallery Museum. Outside there was the Jurassic World exhibit. Come back in a few months' time and something else will probably be there. So every time we visit London, lots of new things are happening. And this time it was, luckily enough, the Jurassic World experience, which has got a video out on the channel. And you guys can go and check that out whenever you want. But we got to visit the Razor gaming store, which was really fun. There is no gaming store near us like this up north, so it was kind of fun to go down there and explore what that was all like and meet the staff and the team at Razor, and that was so fun. I never really had any chance to do something like that before when we'd been visiting previously, so it was nice to go and explore there. In the video, we also do go to Forbidden Planet as well, which was also a really cool thing. We have got one of those up north, but nothing as big as crazy as that one. That one was massive, and again, really fun to go around and explore. The ice cream with the drone and the fly and the cherry was an art exhibit thing outside of the art museum, and that was fun to see. Definitely something that I'd not seen before, and that was kind of cool to go and experience what that was like. And then moments later, we were able to go to the London Eye and take pictures near there and see Big Ben finally finished out of construction work, which was really, really awesome. So yeah, Thursday was really busy. We did over 18,000 steps, and we were absolutely knackered by the end of it. We didn't make it back to the hotel until nearly sunset, so we were pushing it a lot. If you go on a map and you see the Euston train station, so we got off at Euston, and then we went from Euston all the way along the Thames, all the way down to London XL. And if you just look at that on a map alone, is crazily large distance to cover in just one day. And we've managed to even jump even further than that because we had to go from Huddersfield to Manchester, Manchester to London. So already we had an amazing journey to get down there. And we did multiple modes of transport. We did buses and taxis, cars, cable cars over the top of the Thames, the Uber boat, which is in the video. Loads of different fun modes of transport around London. And even though this was our first ever Comic-Con, we could have gone to one local to us, but we decided to go to this one. And it was just kind of a weird thing that we ended up just doing off the cuff, and it was actually a load of fun. So this is your sign to kind of get with a friend and just jump onto your next Comic-Con, wherever it is, whether it's your local area or whether it's a bit of a mission for you to go and find it. Regardless, go and explore, go and do fun things like this, because at the end of the day, this is an experience that I'm going to look back on fondly, because it was a good experience, a good adventure with my partner, and it was something really fun and interesting that we both got to do. And yeah, it was a load of fun. It was really, really amazing. And to get to explore London like this was something that we'd never done before. We'd always had a time scheme. We'd always had a time scale of things we had to get things done by. But this time was kind of nice. We just got to go, and we knew we had our hotel booked. And we just had to chill. And it was smiles all day around. The weather was good. Our feet were killing us. But we had a great time nonetheless. And We stayed at the Travel Lodge, London XL Travel Lodge, so that was only a few minutes walk away from the arena. And all in all, it was a really good day. The weather was beautiful. We woke up the next day, absolutely gorgeous weather. And then we headed over to the convention centre and we got our tickets. We had Genshin Impact artwork on the tickets. We only went for Friday, not the whole weekend, unfortunately. But we did end up having a great day Friday, getting to see loads of different people and cosplays and loads of really fun stalls and events and things. And we got into the event early doors, so we got in about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, really early, so we had the most of the day there. And we did stay about 15 minutes after it closed, so we did get the most for our money. And it was really fun, and we saw loads of different really talented cosplayers. We saw this guy dressed as a Jawa, which was pretty awesome. I liked his costume, and he features in the video, and he's hilarious. And we saw the guy with the cool Borderlands mask, that was awesome, and all the different people just out and about. So many people were dressed normally, and so many people were in cosplay, so it was a good experience. Whether you were there to the cosplay, or you were there just to see the event and have fun, didn't really matter. The Ahsoka cosplayer won it for me. She was the best dressed there, did the best with her costume, absolutely crushed it, and what an amazing cosplay that was. And hopefully, if I go to a convention in the future, hopefully she's there again, or another talented cosplayer like that. I got to meet these two Mandalorians. I got to meet Boba Fett and his friend, and that was awesome. We got to meet Yennefer. She was in the line to go and meet Geralt, the voice actor, who was there as well. So we got to meet loads of cool people. We saw this gigantic PlayStation remote just randomly at the gaming area. That was awesome to take a picture with and see the convention hall from above. This is barely the amount of people that was there. There was so many more people than just this. This was like late in the afternoon. We got to see a life-sized land speeder next to a stormtrooper guy, which is awesome. And that was a really cool thing. We got to meet Carol and Daryl. The two cosplayers were awesome. We got to meet them and we bumped into them a few times throughout the day. Meeting them when we got to go and have a picture with Aaron and the actor Ross who plays Aaron on The Walking Dead. We got to meet up with these awesome Walking Dead fans. We saw a Carl, we saw a Negan, saw loads of cool people. And we even saw some awesome video game characters like these two amazing people, Milena and Radon from Elden Ring. Two bosses we've all had annoying times with over the 2022 gaming year. It's been crazy with Elden Ring and stuff. But yeah, with the MCM Comic-Con sign, we saw the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. They had a whole Stranger Things section, which was kind of cool considering Season 4 had just rolled out. So we saw the Upside Down Portal, the Demogorgon, and these were artworks made by people. So like these are all handmade, hand done. Like this guy here, awesome statue. Like honestly, the talent at these events is insane when you see the list of how many amazing talent is there to do all these different things like sculptures and sets and costumes and cosplays. And this is the Negan guy we talked about before. We got to meet him. He had glasses. He even took them off for the selfie, which I did appreciate. That was kind of cool. Like, he fully committed. We saw a little steampunk R2-D2. He was cool, just chilling on the floor. And handmade, hand done by the artists. And then another Stranger Things set. I think that's the thing from season 1 with the mind flare above it and the letters. We got to meet Slave Leia from the Star Wars movies, which was pretty awesome. There's got to be one at every convention. Every convention has to have one person cosplaying as this, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever. There's always someone dressed as Slave Leia, which is a cool costume. We got to see the Dalek as well from Doctor Who, which was awesome. Getting to meet the Daleks was pretty scary and interesting. There was a Halo event, because Halo Paramount Plus is coming out in June 2022, so I think it's not long to wait now. But yeah, we got to see some Halo stuff. They had some Halo footage from the first episode. Unfortunately, the Halo show's not that good, so that wasn't that bad. But we got to meet Kevin the Bird, who was one of my favourite characters to meet. He was from Up. We saw also Carl and Russell as well, but Kevin was the best. We got to go to the live stage area. There's Helen ready to go on the live stage. Look at her doing her speech, looking cool. And then we got to meet this awesome artist. We don't actually remember her name, so if someone can comment us her name down below. I do an interview with her where I ask her a question. So if you recognise that artist, please let us know, because I forgot her name. And this is Cal from Jedi Fallen Order. He had a homemade BD-1 on the back of him, which was awesome. I got arrested at the convention centre. That was fun. I got taken hostage by these awesome Rainbow Six characters, and that was awesome to see. And then was the main event. The real reason we went down to London MCM Comic Con was the fact that Aaron from The Walking Dead, aka Ross, is doing a panel there, and that was the reason we really wanted to go and see him, get a selfie, get a signed picture, get a meet and greet, all that stuff. So we travelled all that way, 4.5 hours, like of just pure out travelling from Manchester to London to get to, no, from Huddersfield to Manchester to London, multiple hours and many miles. We walked just to meet Aaron from The Walking Dead, because we're that big of Walking Dead fans. And it was our pandemic show, and that was something awesome. This is Doug. you've all recognised Doug. If you don't, this legend is the voice of Geralt from the game, the Witcher, which is pretty amazing. To see him be the Witcher was amazing. And to be fair, it was an amazing experience to get to see Doug and to see Erica, who did Hero Academia and other amazing shows like that. But all in all, it was a phenomenal day with some phenomenal talent, and we really, really did get to see just some of the best people in the world there. And the cosplayers were amazing, the talent was amazing, the event itself was really amazing. Nolan was supposed to be there too. Unfortunately, he had to cancel. He had personal issues and wasn't able to make it to the event, which was quite sad. But I will see him at some point in the future and get a picture with him and stuff like that. But we got refunded. Everything was refunded really quick. So we did pay to go and see Ross, and we did go and pay to see Nolan. And obviously when Nolan couldn't make it, the staff and the venue were great. They all refunded us and got everything back from the money side of things. So that was nice that they did that really effectively, and they didn't make us wait for months and weeks, because sometimes refunds can be slow like that. But yeah, they treated us really well, and they looked after us, and all in all, it was a really cool event. And I even got to meet Tom Scar, who makes the ASDF movies, and I've been watching him since 2006. So getting to meet him and take a selfie with him and for him to sign my t-shirt was awesome. I got an I Like Trains t-shirt, and he signed it for us, and that was really cool. And Helen filmed a little video where we met one another. Again, I got to see Radon just chatting to Thanos, which is pretty awesome, just to see two massive people in the video game and movie universe meeting. At these conventions, you always get to see some really wacky and amazing character cosplays and see all these different interactions, like Batman and Thor getting a bagel or whatever. Or like we saw Thor going to Costa, and we saw like all these different people getting on the train and stuff, and it was so funny. It's literally like being in a video game and like being in the biggest pop culture reference ever, getting to see all these different characters. But we got to meet Ross one-to-one, and I had a picture and a video and a little meet and greet session thing with him, and that was awesome. He was really nice and really polite. He was running late because he flew in from Rome, of all places, and he nearly didn't make it to the convention centre. But he did in the end. He did make it there, and he was awesome. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome to see. And if any of you out there get to meet a fan of The Walking Dead like us, and, you know, we meet celebrities and things like that, you'll know how that feels, because it's a real special show to everyone, and he was an amazing guy to meet. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now, and peace.